Number 1. Curb address painting. Take a walk through almost any neighborhood and look down at the curbs. You will see faded, chipped, barely visible house numbers everywhere. That is a small problem, but it has a simple fix. Curb address painting. Your first $100 is enough to get started. Eat a decent starter kit with stencils, painter's tape, a wire brush, and a few cans of quality outdoor spray paint can cost around $50 or $60. That still leaves money for simple flyers. So who pays for this? Homeowners who want their place to look sharp and be easy to find for guests, delivery drivers, and emergency services. That last one matters. If an ambulance or fire truck is looking for a house at night, clear numbers are not just decoration. Landlords and small HOAs can also be good customers because they like the clean, uniform look. The math is straightforward. You can charge anywhere from $20 to $50 per address. Say you charge a reasonable $30. After your first supply cost, you only need 2 jobs to be profitable. Everything after that is mostly profit. 10 jobs on a Saturday could net you $300. At first, this is not a sleep system. You are the one painting. The system starts when you stop thinking job to job and start thinking in routes. You paint one house, then leave a professional flyer at the 20 homes around it, offering a small discount if neighbors book together. Soon you're painting whole blocks. The end game is simple. Train someone to follow your route and your process. You pay them well, and you manage the marketing and bookings from your phone. Quick heads up. Some cities or HOAs have rules about painting curbs, so check local regulations and get approval before you start spraying. Number 2. Headlight restoration service. Next time you're in a parking lot, look at the cars around you. You will see them everywhere. Cloudy, yellow, foggy headlights that make a car look 10 years older. More importantly, they are a safety problem at night. Headlight restoration is the business of making those headlights look clear again. Your first $100 is more than enough. You can buy a professional-grade restoration kit with sandpaper grits, polishing compound, and a protective UV sealant. Add microfiber cloths and masking tape, and you're in business. Your customers are everywhere. Car owners who want their ride to look better, people selling a car who want it to look more valuable, local used car lots that would rather pay you than do the work themselves. They pay because it is an instant upgrade for looks and safety. Clear headlights make an old car look cared for. And your service is much cheaper than replacing a whole headlight assembly, which can cost hundreds. The pricing is solid. You can charge between $60 and $120 to restore a pair of headlights. Even at the low end, say $80, one job can pay back your starter kit several times over. The system here is built on partnerships. One-off clients are fine, but the real money is recurring B2B work. Go to small independent car dealerships and offer to restore headlights on their inventory for a bulk rate. Partner with car washes or detailers and become their go-to add-on service. Eventually, you hire and train a technician who travels between partner locations. That creates a steady income stream without you sanding plastic all day. The risk is technique. You have to practice first, get a junk headlight from a scrapyard and learn on that. Using the wrong grit can scratch the lens, so master the craft before touching a customer's car. Number 3. Mobile knife sharpening service. Every kitchen has them. Dull, frustrating knives sitting in a drawer. They are annoying to use and, believe it or not, more dangerous than sharp knives. A mobile knife sharpening service solves a problem almost everyone understands by bringing the solution right to their door. With $100, you can get a strong start. You could buy a good set of whetstones or a highly rated countertop sharpening system. Add safety gloves and a small case, and you are set. You can even go to a thrift store, buy a few old knives, and practice until your technique is solid. Your customer base starts with home cooks, but the real opportunity is commercial. At restaurants, cafes, butcher shops, hair salons, and tailors all need sharp tools. They pay because sharp tools are essential. For a chef, a sharp knife means speed and precision. For a regular home cook, it means less frustration. They are not just paying for a sharp edge. They are buying back time and sanity. The math is about volume and repeat business. You might charge $5 to $15 per blade. A home cook might hand you 5 knives for a quick $50 job, but a small restaurant down the street could have 20 knives that need sharpening every month. That is a recurring $200 to $300 client. The while you sleep system is the route. Knives get dull. That is guaranteed. So you do not just sharpen them once. You offer a maintenance plan. Hey, I'm in this neighborhood on the first Tuesday of every month. Want me to stop by and touch up your blades? That turns a one-time gig into a subscription. Once the route is profitable, you train someone else to run it. The risk is damaging expensive property. A cheap paring knife is one thing. A chef's $300 Japanese judo is something else. Learn the craft, and never practice on a paying customer's equipment. Number 4, grill cleaning service. Think about Memorial Day, the 4th of July, or any big game day. People love their barbecue grills, but there is one part they hate: cleaning them. Caked on grease, carbon buildup, sticky grates. It is a disgusting job, and that is your opening. For well under $100, you can can build a serious grill cleaning kit. Heavy-duty brushes, scrapers, a small shop vac for ash, food-safe degrazers, and good gloves. Your customers are homeowners with backyards, renters with patios, and property managers of apartment complexes with communal grills. Basically, anyone who owns a grill and would rather do almost anything else than deep clean it. They are paying you to remove the yuck factor. A professionally cleaned grill does not just look better, it cooks more evenly and is less likely to have dangerous flare-ups. You are selling a cleaner, safer, better cookout. Grill cleaning can be surprisingly profitable. A deep clean service can charge $100 to $200, depending on the grill's size and condition. Some high-end services charge $250. A couple of jobs on a Saturday can turn into real cash fast. The system is seasonal and event-based. You push get ready for summer packages in spring. You run ads before big holidays. You create a subscription. One deep clean at the start of the season, then lighter maintenance cleans during the summer. That becomes predictable revenue. The next step is a checklist, a trained crew, and routes they can run while you handle bookings. The main risk is using the wrong products. You need food-safe cleaning agents, and you need to know the difference between stainless steel and porcelain-coated grates so you do not cause damage. We are halfway through, and you can already see the pattern. A small, smart investment in tools can be flipped into a real business. These ideas are about action. To help with that, I put together a free one-page guide with the first step toolkit for all 8 businesses. What to buy and where to look. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to the list. Number 5, window screen repair service. This next idea is simple, and it solves a problem people usually ignore until a mosquito is buzzing in their ear at 2 a.m. torn window screens. One small rip is an open invitation for every bug in the neighborhood. It also makes a house look neglected. Your first $100 is more than enough for a mobile screen repair kit. You need a roll of fiberglass screen mesh, a roll of spline, which is the rubber cord that holds the mesh in, a spline roller tool, and a utility knife. That is pretty much it. Your customers are homeowners, but the golden ticket is landlords and apartment managers. They are responsible for hundreds of windows. Renters can also be good customers because they may need to fix damaged screens to get their security deposit back. People pay because doing it yourself is fiddly and frustrating. Getting the screen tight and the spline seated correctly takes patience. You are not just fixing a hole, you are selling a cleaner, pest-free home. Pricing is usually per screen, ranging from $25 to $75 to rescreen an existing frame. If you do several screens at one house, the job value jumps home with 5 torn screens could easily become a $150 to $250 job. The While You Sleep system is built on B2B relationships. Contact local property managers and offer a turnover service. Whenever a tenant moves out, you come in and fix all damaged screens for a flat rate. That creates a steady flow of work. You can make a simple price sheet, train someone on the technique, and hand off the physical repairs. Now you're running a B2B service. The main risk is waste. If you measure wrong and cut the screen mesh too small, you just ate your profit. The old rule applies: measure twice, cut once. Number 6, mobile bicycle tune-up and puncture repair. In almost every city and suburb, you see bikes with flat tires, rusty chains, and squealing brakes. They belong to students, commuters, families, and a growing army of gig economy delivery riders. The problem is simple. Taking a bike to a repair shop is a hassle. The mobile service brings the shop to them. For a $100 budget, you can assemble a strong mobile starter kit. You are not building a full workshop. You're solving the 80-20 problems: a quality floor pump, tire levers, patch kits, chain lube, and a good bike multi-tool. Your customers are diverse and concentrated: students on a college campus, residents in a big apartment building, food delivery riders who lose money every minute their bike is out of commission. They pay for immediate convenience. When a delivery rider gets a flat, they will gladly pay a premium to get back on the road. Families just want their kids' bikes to be safe without loading them into the car. A simple flat fix or brake adjustment on the spot can be $25 to $40. The system is about packing jobs close together and creating recurring maintenance. Do not only wait for calls, be proactive. Set up for 2 hours on a Saturday morning near a popular bike trail and offer tire inflation and chain lubing. Contract with a large apartment complex to do a monthly bike tune-up day in the garage. For delivery riders, offer a subscription, a monthly fee for on-demand flat repairs. That creates predictable income. Once you have enough clients in one area, hire a part-time mechanic to cover that route. The risk is knowing your limits. Stick to simple, high-demand work: flats, brakes, and chains. Do not mess with complex suspension overhauls unless you have professional training. Number 7, furniture assembly and small home fix route. Flat pack furniture from IKEA, Wayfair, and similar stores has created a giant market of frustrated people. People love the prices. They hate the instructions and the bag of 200 screws. That frustration is a business opportunity. For under $100, you can become the go-to furniture assembler. You probably have most of the tools already: a good screwdriver set, hex keys, a rubber mallet, and a basic cordless drill. Your customers are everywhere: new homeowners, renters, college students, and busy professionals who value their weekend more than the cost of your service. But just like screen repair, your best clients are property managers and landlords. They are constantly furnishing units or fixing small things between tenants. You're getting paid to take away a headache. The value is not just the finished bookshelf, it is the 4 hours of frustration they did not have to deal with. You can charge by the hour, but a flat rate per item is often better. Jobs can range from $40 for a simple table to $100 or more for a complex wardrobe. The system is to become the designated fix-it person for property managers. You start with furniture, then expand. While I'm here building this bed, I noticed a cabinet handle is loose. I can fix that for an extra $15. Soon, you become their one-call solution for small move-in and move-out tasks. That creates a route of properties that feeds you steady jobs. Create a price list. Train someone as your small fix specialist, and you are free to manage the business. The biggest risk is liability. If you build a chair wrong and it collapses, you are responsible. If you drill into a water pipe while hanging a shelf, that is on you. Meticulous, follow instructions, carry business insurance, and start with simple jobs before working your way up. Number 8, trash area and bin pad deodorizing service. This last one is the most overlooked, and in my opinion, it has the best recurring revenue model on the list. We are not talking about power washing individual trash cans. That requires expensive gear. We are talking about simple odor control for the whole trash area: the concrete pad behind a restaurant, the dumpster corral at an apartment building, the smelly area customers and tenants complain about. Your first $100 goes towards simple tools: a quality pump sprayer, concentrated biodegradable deodorizing solution, a stiff broom for light cleanup, and heavy-duty gloves. Your customers are not homeowners. They are businesses and property managers with a real financial reason to fix the smell. Think apartment managers, restaurant owners, and commercial property groups. They pay to make a problem go away. A smelly trash area leads to unhappy tenants, bad reviews, and pests. You are not selling a nice-to-have luxury. You are selling a problem solver. The math only really works as a recurring subscription. Charging one business $40 for a one-time spray is a job. Charging 10 businesses on the same block $30 a week is a $1,200 a month business. The service for each spot might take 10 minutes. Sweep loose junk, spray the bins and ground, then move on. The system is a pure subscription route. Trash starts smelling again every week. That is guaranteed demand. You can schedule your entire route for early mornings and be done in a few hours. Once the route is dense and profitable, you can train an employee to run it. You provide the schedule and supplies, they do the work. This is a real money while you sleep business because it is built on predictable monthly income. The risk is minor. Use eco-friendly, non-toxic products, and be very clear that you offer odor control and light maintenance, not full power washing. The bigger lesson and conclusion. So there you have it. 8 businesses you can start by investing your first $100 in tools, not inventory. But the real lesson is not about painting curbs or sharpening knives. It is about changing how you see money. Small money buys useful tools. Useful tools solve annoying problems. Annoying problems create paying customers. Paying customers create routes. And routes create systems that can eventually run without you. I stopped asking, how can I get rich? I started asking, what tool can this $100 bill buy that solves a problem someone near me is already complaining about? Most people fail because they get the order wrong. They buy tools before finding a real problem. They pick an idea without checking whether anyone wants it. They do not practice the skill. They do not take before and after photos. They quit after one slow week. Let's be honest, physical work is not always glamorous, but people pay to have their problem solved, not for glamour. Here's the roadmap. Pick one idea. Just one. Spend less than $100 on your starter kit. Practice until you are good. Offer your service to 10 people or businesses nearby. Take strong photos of your work. Ask every happy customer for a referral. Systematize it into a route. Reinvest your profits into better tools, and once it is humming along, train someone else to do the simple stuff. That is how you turn $100 a month into an income-generating machine. If you want a part 2 video where I break down exactly how I would start one of these businesses with a detailed 30-day plan, comment 100 plan down below. Like this video if it changed how you look at a $100 bill, and subscribe for more simple, actionable ideas that actually help you build wealth. Because that $100 might look small in your hand today, but when you give it a specific job, when you buy the right tool to solve the right problem and repeat it, that small money becomes the first real step toward financial freedom.